What is up, Drum Alert Nation? I'm your host, Killer Keemstar. Let's get right into the news.
Hello Earth. This is the United States of America broadcasting to everyone in this world. Something important has been discovered, so stay calm and listen. Thank you for taking your time to understand what's going on.
Hello Earth, this is Team Spike from Fulwilers HQ bringing you an important news flash. I am here today with many scientists who have collaborated with me to bring you the information that will explain what's going on. On this team we have astrologer Chandler Tian, which is me, seismologist Garrett Yu, meteorologist Nikolai Allen, and astronaut Amaya Williams. We are going to be talking about an asteroid named Ox. We've recently discovered an asteroid traveling in the direction of Earth. It's traveling at 43 miles per hour and will impact in 42 days. We've dubbed this asteroid Asteroid Ox. In late 2016, Asteroid Ox left the asteroid belt and is currently coming down to Earth. The asteroid is 84 kilometers from the asteroid belt and with 104.7 million kilometers left to reach the Earth. We know that the mass of the asteroid is 6.89 times 10 to the power of 15 kilograms, and multiplying it with the gravitational constant of Earth and of its mass too. We then divide it by the distance squared to get the force of the asteroid, which is 3.681137 times 10 to the 25th power newtons. Dividing the force by the mass of the asteroid, we get the acceleration of the asteroid, which is 5,342,722,418.81 meters per second squared. We determined that the asteroid will be coming at 103,450 kilometers an hour. We estimated that the asteroid will hit Earth in 42 days by using the asteroid speed and dividing it by 20 to represent the number of hours in a day. The asteroid is similarly shaped like a ball made of two lobes that were possibly two different asteroids fused together due to both lobes being made of different materials. The lobes are combined via a middle part between them. The length of the longest part of the bone is 78 kilometers. The thickest width of the bone is 20 kilometers, and the thinnest width is 12 kilometers. Some side information that the asteroid doesn't gas or is affected but spins and tumbles. The asteroid also forms a 90-degree angle in a triangle between the sun and the Earth.
Now you may not be caring about why this asteroid is important, but in case you haven't realized by now, this asteroid is going to decimate all life on Earth. Now don't panic, it's not happening in less than an hour. Like I stated earlier, the asteroid is coming within 42 days, so you have some time to finish for those you love and care for, and to do whatever you want in your life. What we plan to do about it, upon the asteroid's collision with Earth, it will demolish everything that is crushed under the asteroid, along with creating many natural disasters that will continue to cause damage onto the green planet. This will cause all human life to be demolished and may start another wave of life, completely different from what we know today. In short term, our world will be destroyed and no one will live to see it happen, because there's going to be end.
Fortunately, our team has multiple solutions that might change an asteroid Ox's direction or may prevent it from decimating our entire planet. One small solution is that the asteroid may come close to Mars, which the asteroid has not passed yet because the asteroid has only traveled 84 million kilometers, and not 188 million kilometers, because that's the distance between an asteroid belt and Mars. Now we're relying on Newton's first law of motion. which is the belief that an object in motion will remain in motion unless there is a force acting on it. Now, Mars may have an effect on the asteroid by having its gravitational pull affect asteroid and may send it off of course into somewhere else instead of Earth. Now there are some possible problems revolving around this plan of action. Of course, our research team is trying to make a solution to the widespread problem. Mars might just help us or might not. If Mars' gravitational force is not strong enough, the asteroid will continue to travel to Earth.
Now our group of researchers have also deemed another solution possible. Although more risky than our Mars idea, we thought that if the moon was in the path of the asteroid would collide with the moon and therefore stop itself. Because the moon is much larger than the center of the asteroid. For this idea, we are going to go by the ideology of Newton's first and third laws. Now, the third law is the belief that for every force applied to an object, there is an equal and opposite force in response. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction, as simplified. Now, the consequences with this solution are that the moon has to be in the right place at the right time, and if it isn't, it will continue towards Earth. And the asteroid can simply destroy the moon, and we won't have a moon, neither Earth anymore. The moon will stop the asteroid, but the asteroid pieces will break off and continue on the collision to Earth. Not the best solution, to be honest, but it's just a possible one.
Now, the solution that the research came up with is quite challenging. We plan to send asteroids like the Maya into space up onto the asteroid, who will then plant multiple nuclear explosives onto the asteroid, leave, and then they will signal to us when to detonate the device. We're relying on all three of Newton's laws. The second law is that belief that the size of an object acceleration is proportional to the force applied and inversely proportional to the mass of the object. Now, some difficulties are trying to get onto the asteroid, as well as threatening someone's life on the mission, but it's successful. But if successful, their sacrifice will be honored. Now, hopefully, the asteroid should split into two and go around Earth. Since we are planning to place the bombs between the two nodes, however it is possible that the asteroid can just split up into two, but will remain heading in the same direction for Earth, meaning that it's possible that the Earth's mass destruction will be created by two problems. Another major problem is that it won't even explode and the asteroid will collide with Earth. Hopefully, if everyone goes according to plan, the asteroid should split up into two, all around Earth and be shot out into space, possibly into the sun, where it will be decimated.
In conclusion, we have a massive asteroid the size of San Francisco heading towards us. But we have a few solutions that may troubleshoot the problem that is coming. The success rate of these solutions are questionable, but are they worth the try? The plans we had were gravity on Mars affecting the asteroid, a head-on collision with the moon, or using bombs to split the asteroid into two to go around Earth. Do not fret, for this asteroid will take time to travel to Earth. When the times, our research team will be prepared.
So don't fear, research team Spike is here.
Hey, that's pretty good.